Welcome to the channel on the surf. Here is the family, Sandra, Hector and Jack. My name is Jimmy and we are the family that lives on the surf. Yeah, so today we are continuing tearing things apart, and right now I'm trying to get that mirror down. It probably is the most secure mirror on a boat in the world, because it's 1, 2, 3 and 4 M6 bolts holding that mirror. So I'm having some help today. Jack's gonna be on the wrench. I'm gonna be with a screwdriver on the inside. So let's take it out. Alright. Ta-da! Det, ta det. Kan jag få de två muttrarna så kan vi köra så här. Ta-da! One mirror out. It's cold today, it's negative 15 degrees, no heat in the boat, so we are going. At least now I can do the rest myself. Yeah, now it's time to start to cut this up. I made a line. So let's cut it away and let's see how it's gonna look. It's gonna be point of no return, because as soon as I start doing this I can't go back, so little nerve-wracking, but let's get to it. Yeah, now everything is cut away. So now it's just to go home and make some fiberglass angles and so on, so we can make a frame. Then we're gonna make some templates for this side cover and side cover there, plate. It's a lot of fiberglass work here. But right now it's just some angles, so we can make a frame. So let's go home and do that. Yeah, so it's time to make some profiles in fiberglass. So what I've done, taken a piece of metal I had in the workshop, lined the inside with this aluminium tape. I've cut up some strips of I think it's 450 grams fiberglass mat. Now I'm just gonna have some wax on the inside of the mold. Just gonna let that cure up a bit. Then it's time to put some fiberglass in this. So be back in a bit when this is dried up, then it's good to go. So let's start. Some polyester. Something like that. some activator. Mix it up. So now it's just to let this cure, and hopefully we can get it out of the mold in one piece. So be right back. So at least it's semi-cure. It's a bit warm due to the curing process, but it feels like plastic, so let's see if we can get this out. Ta-da! One piece of glass that's totally smooth and flat on each side. So that's gonna be good. So now it's just to make more of these. I'm not gonna bore you with that, so see you when that's done. Yeah, so let's start to make mold. It's quite simple. Hopefully I'm gonna make this in only 2 pieces. I hope it's enough to make a 2-piece mold. I'm not gonna be able to do all of this in one mold, so I actually gonna make 2 parts and fuse them together. So let's start with making the first big one. This is just an old shelf. So this is gonna be the left side, this is gonna be the front side. Ta-da! There it is. Yeah, I could spend a lot of time making this nice, but no. It's just to make the shape and then just go from there. It's not that hard. So now it's just to go to the shop and buy some more polyester, because I'm out. Yeah, so it's time to start putting the fiberglass in the mold. So step one, put some wax on it. This is just some ordinary car wax. So that's step one, apply the wax. Step two, let the wax dry. And I'm gonna start putting glass on this side, then that side, then I'm gonna add that piece of mold down there, and then glass from the top. And yes, I have prepared quite a lot. As you can see, I've cut up a lot of pieces of fiberglass. So that stack is for one side of the mold, that stack is for one side of the mold, that one is for the bottom side of that second piece for the mold, and then just a lot of small strips for the corners and stuff like that. So let's get changed and then start mixing up some polyester. Yeah, so now we have all the pieces, and the mold is coated with some wax that has dried up. And on the sides I'm gonna use 3 layers of this chop strand, and it's 450 grams per square meter, and roughly it takes 1 liter of polyester per square meter of glass, and this is about half a square meter, so we know it's 3 layers, so 1.5 square meters in total. That equals 1.5 liters of polyester, about. And then I'm gonna add a couple of more layers as reinforcements in the bottom. And when that's done, I'm gonna wait until it's semi-cured. They say it's called grade B cured. That means it still holds its shape, but it's still sticky. Then I'm gonna flip it over and do that side. Same there. Put it on, wait until it's semi-cured, then do the top side. So mask, gloves on, and let's start glassing this. I'm using the cheapest pencil I can buy, because it's one-time use, and an aluminium roller to get all the air out. Yeah, so now it's just to wait half an hour or so and then flip it over, take the next piece. So be right back. Yeah, so that's part 2. So now it's just to wait another half hour and flip the mold, add the second piece of the mold and glass in the top or the sink, or yeah, the last piece in the mold. Then we're gonna let it cure for a couple of hours, then we're gonna try and take it out. So be back in a bit. Yeah, let's go out and do the last piece. Yeah, it's cured enough, so yeah, hopefully you can hear me, but it's semi-cured, so good to go for the next step. So yes, flip this mold over and let's do this thing. as you saw, the battery went out before I put on the absolute last layers, but you get the hang of it. Wet it out, get all the air out and let it cure. And hopefully it's cured enough now so we can get it out of the mold. So let's try this out. And yeah, now when it's cured, thicken up on the gloves because those small fiberglass strands, they are super sharp and really strong, so they will puncture the skin with no ease. So yep. And yep, I'm gonna just mark the edge so it's easy to cut off the excess when it's finished. And as you can see, this aluminium tape is coming off quite nice. It's a really good thing to use when you are casting fiberglass because polyester doesn't stick to it. Even if you don't put wax on it, fiberglass or polyester doesn't stick to it, so it's easy to get it off. At least usually. Now comes the interesting part, getting the top one off. I don't know if I catched it on film because I'm not sure if it was before the camera died or before, because that plastic dissolved the bucket, so it was polyester everywhere.
Vad håller du på med?
Jag har byggt. Nej, inte gå på dem där. Det är kladdigt där. Kan du sätta denna här där borta bland de vita skivorna?
Ja. Den här. Den här.
Ja. Helt rätt.
Den här pappan.
Men du inte på inte gå här långt fram och gå. Håll dig den sidan, backa lite. Där.
Vad håller du på med?
Det är till nya toaletten i båten. Det är handfatet.
Pappa.
Vad var det?
Kan jag skulle du hjälpa till?
Nej, vi kommer göra transformers annars inte.
Men pappa.
Nej, inte så långt fram, Jack. Det är kladdigt på golvet.
Jag ska också packa lite mer.
So, there you have it. One solid piece of fiberglass. Here it's about 1 centimeter thick. And it's gonna be real sturdy when it's glassed into the rest of the bathroom. So, let's see if I can get the lines. There. Something like that. Here in this corner is gonna be the tap, both with some. It's gonna be one for normal tap water and one for the shower head, or a combo of some sort. I haven't found any good combo unit that looks nice and in the correct size, so that's gonna be for when we mount it in the boat, but there it is. Now I need to let this cure overnight before I start to fair it, sand it and so on, but it's turned out quite nice actually. So yeah, now it's just to let it set, scuff the surface up, put some fairing compound in some places. And yeah, I could have spent a lot more time on making the mold perfect, but there are two ways to do this. The first one that most people do is they make a mold that's 100% perfect, super smooth on the inside and so on. And then you can use that to duplicate and make how many units of this you want. But now I'm only gonna make one piece. There are basically no other bolt on the market that this one will fit in, so no point of making a good nice mold that I'm gonna have to store somewhere. So I just slapped one together, put some fiberglass on it, and then I'm gonna put the time on fairing, sanding on the piece. Normally you do that on the mold, so you don't have to do it on the piece, but I'm only gonna do this once for this time, so I can do it on the piece instead and save a lot of work. Because you're always gonna have to, even if you have a mold that's 100% perfect, you're always gonna, you know, mess up the wax in a small corner, and the gel coat is not gonna come out perfect, and you're always gonna have to put some finishing touches to it anyway. So right now it's just to let it cure, put some filler on it, sand it, and paint it, and it's done. That's everything for this episode. Next episode we're gonna fire it, sand it, put some gel coat on it to make it, you know, finish. But yeah, that's for a later day. So yeah, if you already haven't, subscribe to the channel, and if you want, there are a couple of support links down below. They are both on Amazon wishlist. If you want to surprise me, give me some stuff. There are also a PayPal account, and if you want to have even more content and easy access to me, there are a Patreon account, so check those out. There are links down in the video description below. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. See you next time.